Testing, 1, 2. I think we're ready to go.
Let's do this. We didn't record what we were just talking about?
No.
Damn, now we got to start all over. Damn, forgot to click the red button. Do you hate when that happens?
I do, man. I just want to welcome everybody to our second season. Well, wait a minute.
Second episode, bro. We just getting started. Seasons. This guy's into seasons already.
Yep.
Hey, man, before I forget, okay, the red button that you just click record. I got a really, really quick story before I forget.
Yeah.
Does it sound like I'm in a bathroom?
I mean, there's some reverb.
Okay.
We're in a different room.
Just to let everybody know, I'm not in a bathroom. All right, the red record button, man. So like we've talked about, right?
Yeah.
Part of my job was doing interview and interrogations. Man, we were working this big pimp case, and it was me and my partner. Shout outs to Rick, my partner, man. It's a whole different episode. We talk about Rick. Rick, that boy was wild. Anyways, so we're doing this big interrogation, man. We've got this pimp. This pimp was pimping out a 15-year-old girl. And
damn.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. So, part of my job, hey, we're going to try to get this guy to confess to what he just did. He was pimping out this 15-year-old girl. So we get him into the interrogation room, man. Typical interrogation room, hidden cameras, hidden microphones. And we sit him down. And for those that don't know, in order for us to legitimately and legally get a confession from somebody, you have to read them their Miranda rights. So we read them the rights, and you guys have seen this on TV or whatever. You have the right to remain silent, and any word you say, blah, blah, blah. So we do all that, and we get into the interrogation. Now, I always had my own methods of interviewing. I never went in. We didn't have some good cop, bad cop, slamming phone books on the desk or any of that. To me, it was just very conversational, just being able to open up a line of communication with my ultimate goal being to get a confession. Anyways, perfect interrogation. Me and my partner, we get the full confession. This guy confesses to picking up the 15-year-old girl, taking her to hotels, pimping her, making all this money, posting her ads.
Oh my goodness.
Back then it was the Backpage and Craigslist where these were the platforms that pimps would use to promote their prostitutes. Wow. So we had it all, man. This guy confessed. We had him dead to rights. The only thing, I didn't need anything else for this case. And so Rick and I were like, oh, bro, we're done. We got this confession. And pretty much giving high fives under the table or whatever. And we always left it off to our suspect, like, all right, man, you got anything to say? And he was like, well, I just want to apologize to the girl. I messed up. I'll never do it again. I'm owning what I did, which was pretty surprising to us.
Okay.
So we go to walk the guy out, right? So if we take him out of the interrogation room, now we got to walk him back downstairs to the jail. Now, there's an indicator light that comes on when you're recording inside of an interrogation room.
Okay.
And that light is supposed to be what color?
Red.
Red. Just like in our recording button here.
Yeah.
So we walk out, and now we need to turn the recording off by pressing the button that's on the outside of the interrogation room. So Rick walks out first. He walks out, the suspect, and I walk out. And I go to click the red button. Well, the button that's supposed to be red. And guess what?
Stop. It was purple.
Bro, it was no color. We didn't turn it on.
Stop.
So now I'm like, Rick, did you forget to turn the recording button on?
Stop.
And he's like, did you forget to turn the recording button on?
Oh, my God.
And I was like, mother... So we didn't say this, right? Like we know what each other's saying to each other just by how both of us are just in shock. And like, we just got a full confession from a pimp.
Oh my goodness, dude.
We aren't even going to have to show up to court if we're able to submit this in as evidence, right?
Right.
Like this dude just straight up said, yeah, I did it. All right, let me get, hey judge, give me my time or whatever.
Yeah. Stop, dude. What happens from here?
So we walk the guy back in. We're like, hey, man, hold up. We forgot something. You have a seat. So he walks back into the interview room. Rick and I walk out, and now we need to come up with a game plan.
Yeah.
What the hell do we do? Rick, what do we do?
Press the record button.
Well, yeah. there's no time for arguing here. We can't can't blame each other for whoever forgot to click the button. It doesn't matter. One of us should have at least checked, like, hey man, you clicked the button? No, did you? All right, hold on, let me go click this button, and then we can walk back in and do our interview or interrogation. So I'm like, all right, Rick, this is what we're gonna do. Let's go in there and just act stupid. Let's walk back in here and let's go the old school of a written confession. Now, most people don't know what a written confession is unless you've been in police work for a very long time. A written confession is back in the days where detectives would get bad guys to write out a confession, literally on paper.
Okay.
So I'm like, let's try that. But since we didn't record anything, we didn't record the Miranda right. We didn't record the bad guy saying, hey, yeah, I wish to wear my rights and I'll answer all your questions. We have to now play that back into this from the very beginning. So Rick and I walk back in and we're like, hey, man, in our training and experience, we know that you regret what you did, but we think it would be better if you wrote this down in your own words on what you did and how you're owning it so that this could help you out when a judge or a jury sees this.
Like compassion.
Yeah. While I'm patting him on the shoulder. Bro.
God.
I know you pimped out a 15-year-old girl.
Oh my goodness.
But somebody may be able to just hear the passion through your own words written on paper. And the guy looked, and it can go either way, right? He can be like, this guy's full of, or, damn, you were so right there, detective. So he looks at me, he's like, yeah, you're so right.
Oh, man.
Bro, so we had to play, like, of course, now we're recording. And I'm like, all right, man, just, hey, the paper says on here, I got to read your rights again because, you're going to write it down. Yeah. So I reread him his rights. And like, hey, just want to make sure, man, you're still good with all this. We're not forcing you to do any of this. You're not afraid of us. This is at your own free will, blah, blah, blah. We laid the piece of paper down. We gave him a pen. He rewrote everything he told us.
Oh, my goodness.
It took him maybe 45 minutes to an hour while Rick and I are just looking at each other, amazed that this is actually working.
Oh, my goodness. This is unbelievable.
So our confession was written on paper. And, of course, in our reports, we had to write, hey, 2 dummies walk in with a bad guy and 2 dummies forget to click record. So this is why we went the confession route on paper. Well, bro, it worked.
It worked.
It worked. And the dude, ended up getting 15, 20 years in prison. But funny how that little button right there just made me remember that, bro. It was crazy.
Isn't that crazy, dude? This little button is barely half an inch.
Man. Little triggers, man. That's the thing.
Triggers, bro.
But once again, bro, it's. I said this on the first time. This is therapy for me, right? Just those little triggers and then tell you a story, man. So thank you for that once again.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Brother Joe.
Damn.
Dude, could you imagine somebody listening to this is like, you know what? That's a good idea. Right. It just happened to me the other day, but I didn't get a chance to have them write it down.
Right.
I'm going to remember that next time.
Yeah. Bro, we can't always rely on technology, man. Sometimes you either forget or it just malfunctions, right?
Dude, I had a real quick similar, not similar because this is not what I do, what you do. But, I do, I did a birthday recording. They wanted a video for the recordings and everything. And I already told my customer this, so I had told my dad. I had been, said, Dad, we're gonna do. I'm not gonna tell the customer this just yet, but I'm gonna tell them later. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna have a drone come in and record the truck coming in with their daughter. It's a daughter's birthday, graduation. And so in the video, they're going to see like a whole video of like, here comes the truck, and this truck's like a big, I forget what you call it, the big giant dualies. They're up on these big, they're jacked up real high. And I forget what you call them, but they're really high-end vehicle, big trucks today. And, but anyways, and so I told my dad, I said, hey, we're going to do this. It's going to be a week from now. So me and my dad, he's like, well, how do I do this, son? And it's like, well, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to train you. So for days, we go out there and we simulate how we're going to, pretend a truck is coming in.
Okay.
And you already know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And so, I'm teaching my dad how to fly the drone. And for those that are also drone lovers, I finally got the Mavic Air 2S, and so excuse me. So I'm training him, and he's learning how to fly this drone and following a vehicle as it's coming down the street. I'm like, yes, it took a few days, but you know, my dad, he's getting it real quick. Now a week later, here we go. And we find out that, hey, even though we have you here scheduled at 4:30, they're on their way now. It's only 3:30.
Okay.
So now we're pushing it an hour early. I'm like, oh shoot! It's really the brother of the family, like an uncle. It's like he wants to hurry up and do this and get this over with, kind of thing. I'm like, oh my god! So now I'm pushing everything. I'm trying to hurry up and get the drone out there and getting up in the air. And all of a sudden, here comes the truck. I'm like, shoot. All right, Dad, go for it. So he's got it up in the air. And it's the whole dramatic deal. The truck is coming in. It makes a left and then pulls up in the parking lot. And then said, all right, Dad, great job. Awesome. It was an awesome, beautiful scene, dude. So I get in and I'm filming her getting out of the truck. And the drone is kind of behind me and recording. And so then at the same time, I have my camera recording, on the ground. And so we're getting inside and everything was great, like as usual, right? And so now it's about 10 minutes have gone by. We're kind of resting. My dad's already put the drone up and he comes in. How did we do, son? I was like, man, that was great. I was all right, Dad, well, I'll see you later. I'll talk to you in a little bit. As he's walking down the hall, getting ready to open the door outside to leave, something occurred to me. And I'm like, Dad, yeah. Did you press the record button?
Oh, my goodness.
And he looked at me like he was going to cry. I've never seen my dad cry. He was so worried. And he looked at me. I'm like, it's okay. I got to go. Like, I just couldn't sit in it, right?
Right.
And it was supposed to be like a bonus, like,
okay.
Oh, wow, like a drone. Got good drone coverage of the birthday girl coming in.
Damn.
It's a big deal. Who does that? And but that was on me because I pushed everything. We were in rush. It was really simple, and I swear I taught everybody how to press the record. Look, like I said, everybody. I didn't blame it on somebody. So it was my fault, but all
so
good.
You forgot to click the record button.
Yeah, it was a big deal. That was a nice intro that I had pre-planned in the recordings of the intro on YouTube, kind of thing,
Right.
But yeah.
That's the crazy part, though, man. Anything in life that you think you're prepared for, and sometimes you just slip up and forget to click a button. It's all good, though, man.
Freaking sucks. But yeah, we're good. We're moving on.
I'm glad to be back at this, man. I just want to give you a shout out, you and your cousin, man. So I caught the podcast with you and Chris, man. I want to say shout outs to Chris. That boy has hella stories. I thought I had hella stories.
He said the same thing about you.
Oh my god, that boy is a trip, man. I wish I could steal some of his jokes and just freaking
dude.
That boy's a trip, man. So shout out to Chris, man.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Let's see here. So, oh man, dude. The holidays, man. How was it?
Man, yeah. So we're getting through Thanksgiving, man. We actually spent some time out in East Texas for Thanksgiving, which is always good to get away from the city. Yeah. So my mother-in-law lives out there. So it's kind of our annual tradition. We'll go out there and visit her, East Texas, right outside of Tyler, man. It's a little city. I was thinking the city's name is Bullard. Bullard. Yeah, you ever heard of Bullard?
No, Bullards, but not Bullard. No.
Right, so right outside of Tyler, man. So we go out there, and it's very country living out there on a couple of acres, man. Just gets you away from city life,
nice.
And you can get out there and blast music as loud as you want. You can even pop firecrackers. We usually go out there for 4th of July too. Yeah. So yeah, it's just out in the country, man. So we were out there just getting ready for Christmas now. Christmas, I swear it feels like I just took down Christmas stuff, the other day, man. There I go pulling it back out to get it set up for Christmas, man.
Christmas,
yes,
dude. It's my wife. She loves Christmas trees.
Okay,
and yeah, man. So she wants a third one.
Real trees or fake trees?
Fake trees. Of course, everybody wants the real ones, but she wants the third one, bro. Like, it was one thing having a second one, and I think it was my fault for just like saying, you know what? it's our house. You can do whatever you want. And I was like, dang it. So now I'm the one getting up in this attic that, you know, the stairs are only like 2 inches wide as I'm walking up these stairs to the attic and trying to get these 2 Christmas trees down. And I'm just like hurting myself, you know, cutting my elbows up and my shins and knees and then trying to pull it down. And then, man, I just let that thing fall down to the ground. If it breaks, I mean, like, oh my goodness.
Now,
dude.
are they packaged up? Do you have them in the boxes or crates or anything?
They're in those red bags, those Christmas bags.
In a bag.
Yeah. So it's like, you got to pull them off at the top, the attic and then just either carefully bring them down or just freaking just drop them down like bombs,
just
dude.
toss it.
Yeah.
Now, are these full-size Christmas trees?
9 inches and 10 inches. I mean, 9 feet.
She's got some Charlie Brown Christmas trees, man.
Charlie Brown Christmas trees. I got 9 feet and I think 10 or 12 feet.
Dude, those are some really big trees, man.
Yeah, that's what she likes, dude. She wants them bigger. But
and now
the house,
she wants a third?
She wants the third one. And I was like, where are you going to put it? In our bedroom? She goes, I'm like, come on. Wow. I don't blame her. I just, if that's the one thing that's going to make her happy, dude, then yeah.
Okay, now who helps her, put the little ornaments and stuff on the trees?
Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes. And that'll make her day that I contribute. And she knows that I can fluff up a tree better than anybody because I don't know why I can.
Yeah,
it's like it's an art thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, fluff that thing like it's, it's like a, yeah, dude. I actually love it, but it takes too much time, dude. I got beats to make. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I gotta make beats.
Damn.
Yes, sir. I love it. Don't worry. But as long as I can as long as I see that smile on her face at the end of the deal, that's all that matters.
Now, let me ask you this. When do you guys start decorating for Christmas?
Good question.
Because I've seen, man, here in my neighborhood, people have been putting stuff up since, the last couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. For us, everything always started
December 1st
after Thanksgiving. When you start putting the stuff up. Like, when did that change?
Dude, I don't know. You're totally right. What had happened was, to answer your question, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
2 weeks before?
I ain't playing, bro. Yeah, that was me picking up this. I'm like, it's not Thanksgiving yet. What are you talking about? I want it now. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue with her. I just want her happy, And so I'm like, God dang it. Damn. So I get up in that thing, dude, and it doesn't even feel right.
Right.
I'm getting Christmas trees.
Yes.
Before Thanksgiving.
Right. Now, was it because maybe this year Thanksgiving was a week late?
I didn't even know that, man. That's how far I'm away from reality in life, dude. I didn't even know it was late.
So I don't even, it could be the Mandela effect. I always thought Thanksgiving was on the third Thursday. Is that wrong? Wasn't it the third Thursday of November?
I think it was, dude.
What happened this year?
Dude, hold on.
All I know is that I got a third check this month. How do you add an extra week in November? I'm so confused, bro.
Dude, that reminds me.
Please explain.
I was looking at the feedback for our last recording, and we said iconic.
Iconic?
Somebody said, I love y'all show, Ionic, when we were supposed to say iconic. I don't know. Dude, sorry, I didn't mean to throw that in.
They never said we were English teachers. We weren't very good. I wasn't very good at vocabulary. I barely speak English.
I don't read. Guess read. Guess libre.
Libra? Not too Libra, but yeah. I don't know, dude. But hey, but she's happy. We got the trees up. And so y'all have your trees up? I walked in.
Yeah. So we got... Luckily, my girl only needs one tree. Okay. So we have one tree. But, bro, you know what we have a bunch of?
What?
What do you call those little nutcracker men soldiers?
Yeah, when I walked in, I saw that.
We have like 1 million of them.
Your wife loves the nutcrackers, huh?
I guess, bro. We got a nutcracker in every race.
Cracking them nuts.
We got Mexican nutcrackers, Chinese nutcracker. Like, no offense, we just have a nutcracker for every, I don't know.
She doesn't judge.
Everything. And then we went one year where, I want to say a couple of years, where she was getting these bare nutcrackers, like where you color them, like you paint them yourselves.
I was about to say naked nutcrackers, but okay.
I didn't want to say naked because that would sound a little weird. Naked nutcrackers, but yeah, we had naked nutcrackers, and she had my kids, painting them up.
Oh, hey, show me them after this. I want to see that. That's pretty cool.
For sure, man.
That's sweet.
I'm sure she'll show you the whole display. Yeah, but that's what she's been working on, just getting that stuff. But yeah, our tradition was everything after Thanksgiving, so that's what I spent all day yesterday doing. Is like you. Man, just bomb dropping from the attic, hoping nothing foul or nothing broke, and then asking, yelling for help, and nobody's helping. And the kids are doing their own thing. Who knows what my girl was doing? And I'm like, all right, eventually somebody's gonna hear something crash, and then maybe that'll call some attention and get out there and help me.
I just want to say, man, have a beautiful family, bro. I finally met your kiddos. I think I met your oldest when he was what, 4?
Yeah, you came to the house, in
2009?
Yeah, so he was 2. Yeah, man, they're grown, bro, grown. I got a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old, man.
Wow. I met him. It was awesome, dude. So proud of you, brother.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
home. Love it, dude.
I was just much.
Yeah, dude. Awesome. So yeah, the reason when I came to mind also is like when you're about to come over for the first time, my wife was like spick and spanning, was cleaning everything up, and it's like I gotta get the house ready, I gotta get it clean. I'm like, it's just Jones. Did you clean the dishes? Clean your toilet. I'm like, God damn. Fine,
bro. I don't even think I made it past the living room.
Yeah, dude. Hey, but that's what it is, man. That's the vibes.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Getting ready for 2025, man. 2025 is gonna bring some big things, and I feel the same for you, man. I know you got some things you're working on. So
yes, sir.
It's big plans, man. I don't believe in. A lot of people will say, hey, think outside the box. Guess what, bro? I ain't got no box. I ain't got no box. So ain't no reason to think outside the box when I ain't got no box, man. Think big, bro. I always think big.
Love that.
Think big. Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about never have a plan B. I don't know if you've ever heard his talk about that, man. But if you have a plan B, then you're prepared to fail, right?
Yeah.
And keep working on plan A. Keep digging, keep hitting plan A, man. You got a plan A, keep going and going and going and going and going. Because plan B is just an excuse.
Thank you, Joe.
You don't need for an excuse, brother.
I love that,
so, yeah,
man.
You keep doing your thing, man. Stick to your plan A, and your plan A will be number one. I promise you.
I love that, man. Appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate it.
I didn't come up with it. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's fine. But it's also the way you word it,
Exactly.
He may have said it, and I'm like, what did he say? But the way you said it makes sense. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Hey, so talking about being back. So on the last part of our show, we were talking about Trifecta.
Hey,
what is this? What is Trifecta?
Just a quick recap, man, for those that didn't catch the first episode, man. I spent 15 years of my life undercover, working as an undercover cop, everything from vice-related cases to big cartel narcotics cases, man. So that's pretty much in sum. Many stories in my head and all kinds of stuff that I've been through, man. Stuff that the world and general public would never understand because that's just stuff that that the general public doesn't even know it's out there. Mm-hmm. And I left everyone out there on a cliffhanger when I was going to give you, or I'm going to share a story with you guys today about the trifecta. Mm-hmm. I call it the trifecta. I try naming my story so that I can remember, exactly what occurred and just kind of remind me on the story. The trifecta. Now, when you think of trifecta, what do you think of?
A triangle, 3 points.
Yeah. So part of vice work, working undercover, was not always the best of types of investigations, especially when it came to either prostitution related or public lewdness or these public, I'm trying to figure out a nice way to say it, just sexual acts occurring in public.
In public.
That's what makes it illegal.
In public.
Hey, you're not allowed to engage in sexual conduct in public.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
well, I mean,
I just never done it, but I'm pretty sure there was a law. Yeah,
it's a crime.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for letting me know that.
It's frowned upon. You're not supposed to go to parks and engage in sexual conduct in cars or in the woods. You're also not allowed to go to these local meetups and engage in sexual conduct in public restrooms. That is frowned upon, and that's considered a crime.
I'm learning here. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just a little bit of education, a little background to the criminal offense of either public lewdness or indecent exposures.
No, I know that's wrong. Yeah,
that is a crime. Yeah. That is a crime. Mm-hmm. Now, to just kind of give you some background to this story, part of my job was if there were any complaints about this type of activity occurring, then it was my job to investigate and address it and put a stop to it.
Okay. Respect.
Now, everything's on the internet. Everything. Did you know that there are websites that have these blogs that will notify people and whatever interest that you, or whatever, I'm just going to say fetish, whatever fetish you have, that there is somebody out there that probably has that same fetish and will engage in conversation with you. And now 1-2 people communicating about it turns into hundreds of people communicating about this certain type of fetish. Now, this fetish I'm talking about is where men meet other men to engage in sexual conduct in public restrooms.
Okay.
That's a thing.
This is not Tinder, Grindr. What is it?
No. And you know what? I'm not even going to give a shout out to this website because I don't want people
influenced.
I don't want people, first, no shout outs to this website because I'm not trying to get them any type of attention.
Yeah.
But there's this website, and plus I don't want anybody to get in trouble, typing this website in at work or whatever. Okay. Like, hey, what is this guy doing? Why are they looking at this website? Anyway, so there's a website. It is a gay website where men will post blogs on their next meetups.
Oh, shit.
Where they will literally put in the blog or in the message board, all right, man, 12 o'clock today. We're going to meet at the blah, blah, blah hotel on the restroom on the first floor. Be ready.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Is there one for women and guys? I mean, it's just
I never found that one. Never found it. Bro, men are dirty, bro. Especially when you talk about these dudes with this fetish, man. Like,
that's a fetish, isn't it?
It's not right. It's not right. I mean, everyone for themselves, but to engage in sexual conduct
in public
with other men, like, that's wrong. And we'll come after you.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset was, and I got to think deeper, right? You're talking about meeting in a public restroom where other men would visit, or to me, even worse, children. Right? What if a kid were to walk in?
Yeah.
Like, bro, somebody's going to get hurt. If my kid were to walk in the middle of something like this, in the middle of a circle jerk, somebody's going to get... Yeah, bro, that's what they call them.
Called what?
Circle jerks.
They're jerks, right? Because they're stupid.
Yeah, however you want to interpret it. These men are meeting up to engage in sexual conduct in public restrooms.
What's a circle jerk?
I'll leave that up to your imagination.
Fine.
Back to the investigation, cheeks. So I get this, part of my job, we get this complaint comes in, and I'm like, damn it. Now I got to investigate this. We got freaking dudes meeting up in a freaking, and it was a local hotel, and they were going to meet up for lunch in the restroom. Yes, bro, to engage in this stuff.
So so you are engaged. So y'all monitoring this, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's just part of my job is to monitor this and to also work off complaints. If somebody calls in to complain about their hotel and they are aware that this stuff is occurring, a crime's occurring.
Wow.
And can you target it or can you, investigate it in a uniform type of style? You could, but you're just...
Scaring everybody around.
Yeah, you're scaring everybody, and say if there's a lookout in the parking lot or whatever, it's gonna, you just won't be able to catch them in the act. Is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to surprise and to go undercover.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Reason for our podcast.
So, bro, back to the story. So I'm the dummy that had to go undercover on this. And these weren't very fun assignments, man. So,
Scary.
Scary. Knowing what I was, and what, I thought I was going to walk into. And you never know what to expect.
Okay, this is where I ask, what
happened? The world wants to know what happened. Why is this called the Trifecta story?
¿Qué pasó el otro día?
3 puntos. Bro, it was 3 puntos. God dang it.
3 puntos.
I ain't not talking 3 puntos for mi vida loca. It wasn't any of those 3 puntos that I had to freaking be exposed to.
Oh, man, I'm scared where this is going.
So young buck, little me, little Latino boy. My assignment. And, when we had these ops, it was an operation. Mm-hmm. We had a supervisor, we had the backups there. Mm-hmm. So this one was a little different. We had information that there was going to be a meetup in the bathroom of a hotel, mm-hmm. and that they were going to do their thing. I mean, I'll let you, come up with, imagine what you think these guys are doing in these bathrooms. And don't. It's no good for you.
It's not good for me.
It's not good for you, bro. No,
but I can imagine, I watch a lot of movies and stuff with my wife.
So even knowing what these guys are going to engage in, bro, it's a little, I got nervous. And just kind of set up the deal. All right, mm-hmm. This is what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. You guys stay on the outside. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to see what I see. Mm-hmm. Now you can think about it we talked about just being most undercover operations. There's some type of surveillance or you being equipped with some type of recording device. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to follow the rules when it comes to public restrooms. I'm not allowed to record, so I don't have any type of recording device or anything that can capture the crime occurring in a bathroom. So everything is by what I'm witnessing, what I witness and what I'm going to testify to. So even making it a little bit more challenging for me, and just putting it a little bit, just making me a little bit more nervous walking into a situation like this.
It's already one thing you're not supposed to be doing in the bathroom, and then yet you can't record, and yet why can't you record what you're not supposed to be doing in the bathroom? So that's challenging. Yeah.
So and that was part of the operation. Me knowing what I was going to, walk into. Mm-hmm. We had a plan set up. All right, I'm going to walk in. If I see a crime being committed, I'll walk back out and I'll give you a takedown symbol.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
I think.
I see a crime being committed. I'm going to walk outside. Hopefully I see my undercover team. I'll give them my takedown signal. And my takedown signal was hand to my head. Now, I didn't wear a cap or anything like that, so it was just me pretty much rubbing my head. Mm-hmm. And when my team would see this, and the plan was for them to come in through the door, the hotel door, and then walk directly into the bathroom, and then I would direct them to who would be, arrested.
Okay.
Simple. Real simple.
Yeah.
Real simple until I walk into the bathroom, and this bathroom, the setup was, you walk in, beautiful hotel bathroom. It had maybe 3-4 sinks. And then on the same wall were the urinals. There was probably 3 urinals, the stand-up urinals. And then directly behind me, where the urinals were 4 stalls.
Okay.
The handicap stall, which would have been the nearest one to the exit door. And then the other 3 right next to each other. I could see feet at every stall. So there's at least 4 people in there.
Interesting.
So my heart rate just went from 60 to about 120. And I'm like, okay, I don't see a crime being committed.
But are you saying each one is there for you? Is each one there waiting? Or is everybody using the restroom?
Those are the same questions I had. Am I the bait?
Oh, God.
Am I the worm on the hook?
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, bro. So I was scared. And I'm like, all right, maybe these dudes are legit. But I had inside information, right? These guys had posted a blog like, "Hey, we're going to be here at noon
at the particular time."
Yeah, for the circle jerk, and I'm like,
"But what?
Yeah, bro." It's that lingo I had to learn, man. I'm like, all right, so I can tell, right? There's a person in each stall. Nobody's at the urinals. I'm the only one at the urinal. And I had quick snap. I was like, okay, I'm the bait. I'm the one that these guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm the meat.
They want some Latin chorizo.
I'm the Latino chulo that just walked in, bro. You're right. I was that chorizo they've been waiting for.
Oh my god,
bro! And that feels weird, bro. It feels weird
because you're wanted, but in the wrong way.
Yeah, not by that. Like, hey, bro, thanks, but no thanks. So
I feel flattered.
Yes. Not my style. Bro, so then I go to one of the urinals and I'm like, all right, what do I do? Like, we talked about this. Like, there's no training for this, right? I didn't go to police training on how to be undercover cop when you have to pose as meat, right? There was no training for this.
How to be the correct meat.
USDA, grade A, baby. Oh, I don't charge by the inch. I charge by the foot.
What the hell?
So I'm at the urinal, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even, dude, you ever been so nervous you can't pee?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, I was so nervous. I'm not even going to do this. Like, I'm just going to stand here. Like, there's just no way. You remember the Beavis and Butthead episode where, I can't remember if it's Beavers or Butthead. They're standing at the urinal, and he's like, I can't pee. It doesn't come out. And they have to go turn the sink on and just kind of cause a distraction. And he hears the water flow, and he finally pees. Well, that was me, bro. I was like, I'm just gonna stand here and let's see how this plays out, bro. Like, it is what it is, right? What's the worst that can happen?
I have anxiety building up right now, bro.
I'm shaking right now. My heart rate, no, I'm all right. 89. But you know what's crazy? Like, I even remember what I was wearing that day. Just left that stamp in my head, bro. So I'm standing at the urinal, and you ever have like this sixth sense, like you can feel people looking at you?
Yeah, I mean it's
like then you turn
around.
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying.
Like you just have that feeling. I
see dead people.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's like, watching me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, It's a weird type of vibe.
Oh man!
But I felt that it was weird. The energy, and I'm standing there and I'm like, all right. Game face. Game face on, Joe. Game face. Let's do this. Your team's outside. Bro, it was like this was a game to me.
Okay.
Like I had a mission.
Okay.
Right? And like anything else, you have to overcome and adapt.
Okay.
Let's go.
What the hell?
Bro. And I'm by myself. And I'm like, all right, let's go. I feel those. Bro, just envision, right? You know those stalls, they have that little gap between the door and the frame.
Yeah.
Bro, I can see little eyeballs picking right through there. Picking right through. And I'm like,
somebody's looking back.
Bro, and I look back and I'm like, oh shit, now I'm feeling like a little 304.
They're looking at you?
Feel like a little hoe. I'm like, here we go. They're looking at me. I'm like, all right. Deep breath. Let's go. So then I turn around. All right, now I'm bad boy now. I'm bad boy Joe. These fools want some of this. I start licking my lip.
Stop. Are you serious?
Bro.
Hey, for the other part of this audience that like to know more detail, what were you wearing?
Not serious.
Man, I remember. So I had my jeans. This is back in the day. Like, I think True Religion was this. I had my True Religion with the big old baseball stitch.
Okay.
If anybody remembers diesel shoes, I had some diesel shoes on, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, bro. And like a white tight shirt. You know, back when I was in shape, man. You got to bring it. Man, I had to step into my role, right?
Yeah,
It's like an actor, man. It's like that was my role for that day, so I had to step into it.
Okay.
So yeah, and I was prepared, and at least I thought I was prepared.
Oh, man.
So then I see that first eye peeking through the door, and I was like, "Let's go." I turn around like our boss.
Were they drooling? Were they couldn't wait? I mean, they know you're there.
Let me explain.
Explica, right?
Let me
Is that the word for it?
Yeah. Bro, so then I go to the first one, man, and I can still see this dude's face. And the homeboy opens the door, man. It's a white dude, right? Older, probably like 45, 40, late 40s.
White dude, you said? The white dude?
Yeah, white guy. White guy. He's sitting there. I'm sitting there. I'll just say he's sitting there with no clothes on.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, bro. He was sitting there with no clothes on doing his thing. Yeah. I was pretty much his Pornhub, fully closed. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I'm like, so, yeah, bro, he's going to town doing his thing in there. I mean, this is what I think people need to know that's happening in this world, man. Like, this is no secret. I'm not telling you stuff that only...
Why would you make this up, bro?
I can't make this up. And so it's important for the general public, for fathers and mothers to know when you send your child into a bathroom, especially a young child, like, you better be going in there with them.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm trying to put a stop to. This is what I'm trying to prevent.
Yeah.
Is for somebody else to have to see this bullshit, man. This fetish is horrible and it's bad, and I will come after you one way or another. So go to the first one. He opens the door and he's doing his thing, fully exposed, and I'm like, nah, man, and I walk away.
Yeah.
For the first time, man, I feel like, you ever had a girl reject you and you're like, no, you're not my kind.
No, not really, Joe. No, I'm just kidding. You know I have. You know I have, dude.
Yeah, so then I rejected this fool, man, right then and there. And he's like, what? And so he shuts the door. And then I'm like, all right, let's go. Phase 2, baby. So then I go to the second door. Remember?
The second door. There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them, bro.
Your job's not over.
Not over. So then the second door. Bro, another white dude. I can still see his face.
White dude.
He's a little younger, probably early 30s. And he's doing the same thing, bro, that the guy in the first stall is doing.
Naked?
Yeah, he butt naked on the toilet. Like, how come you guys didn't do this before I got here? Like, you could have met each other. Like, why me? Why am I your meat for the day, man? Like,
did they know you were Latin origin?
No, well, I mean, I don't know, unless it just
from the messages.
No, I didn't. I never sent messages. I was just monitoring them. I wasn't going to post anything.
Wow.
I was just going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise. Maybe that's what attracted them, bro. Like, I was a surprise. A bunch of older dudes in there, and then you got the little Latino walking in, his little True Religion pants, and they're like, ay, papi chulo. Anyway, bro, so the second dude, same thing. It's exact same scenario, bro. Like, I can't even make up a story. Opens the door. Okay, and then I walk away. I'm like, nah, you're not my type. And the third dude, Hispanic guy.
What? God dang it. Primo?
Late 50s. He's paisa, bro. Late 50s, though.
Papa?
Yeah, it looked like this dude just got off freaking. He was working. He was in his lunch break, bro, and he was like, fuck it, I'm here.
Deal.
Yeah. He could. Yeah, bro. Exactly.
No, man.
Exactly. Could have been anybody's deal. Probably is somebody. I mean, he is somebody's deal.
He was.
Somebody's deal. He just has a fetish, right? And he was monitoring his website. And he's like, hey guys, I'll be back.
Órale. I don't know.
Where you going, Pedro? I'll be back, bro. I gotta go order my food.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Ya me voy al hotel, mira. Necesito.
Yeah, bro. So then he opened the door. And the same scenario, bro. He butt naked.
Me?
He's ready. Yeah,
I didn't see that coming, bro. Seriously, I thought it was just gonna be all white folks.
He didn't see it coming. Cochino, chico. Cochino. Chico didn't see him coming. I didn't either, bro. I didn't see that coming either.
That's good. I
didn't see it coming either. So then I reject him, bro. So I rejected these dudes.
Oh my God.
We called it the trifecta, right? So what happened with the fourth dude? So I'm like, hey, I'm on a roll, bro. I'm 3 in a row. Bro, you get that batting average, man. You going to the pros.
Your batting average?
I'm going to the pros. And so then I'm like, now I'm starting to build some fucking some courage. Remember, I'm like, ooh, I got this, man. What's up, bro? I go up to the fourth one.
Yeah.
He ain't opening his door, but I got so much built up courage. I'm like, knock, knock, knock. What's up, bro? He's like, get away. I'm taking a shh.
Oh, okay. So legit, right?
Yeah, he was a legit one, bro. He was the only one in there, like, utilizing the bathroom what it's supposed to be used for. Well, these other dudes are in there looking for a little circle jerk.
The fourth one was doing his job.
Yeah, bro. He was spending his lunch break taking a dump.
Yeah. Thank God.
But you know what's funny? He probably had no idea that these other 3 were in there doing.
He did not.
Didn't know, bro.
His response was, "Oh hell, not again."
Every time I come take a dump at this hotel, every time. Yeah, bro. So then I walk out, right? So now it's time to alert my team so they can come in and make the arrest. And still kind of nervous, man. My heart rate's probably at 170 by now because now, hey, mission accomplished. And let me go out there. Let me hurry up and get this alert so that my guys can come in and before these dudes, try to sneak out or whatever, right? Because there's always that fear that especially going undercover is where you feel that people have made you, meaning that they will figure out that you're an undercover cop. So I had to hurry up and get my team in there pretty quick. So then I walk out, and I remember walking out, and they're in the parking lot in their vehicle, and waiting for me to get the takedown. Yeah, bro. So, and I'm walking out as quick as I can.
Yeah.
Walk outside into the parking lot, and bro, I was freaking flapping my head, hitting my head like you guys.
Flagging them in.
Yeah, bro. Let's go. Let's do this. These guys, were ready to go. So then they walk up to me, and I'm still, speaking 100 miles an hour, bro, because I'm still nervous and excited about what I just, experienced. And this isn't normal.
Yeah.
When's the last time you walked into a bathroom and 3 dudes were masturbating to you?
Yeah, it's been a few times. Even at work, I can't mention the company, but I mean, I know what they're doing. And I'll just let you finish off and I'll be back. You think I'm joking? I know what they're doing. Yeah.
See, bro, that's dirty, man.
Yeah, dude. You could hear them rubbing them off. I'm like,
what is wrong with people, man?
And then you see the shadow. I'm like, I know. You put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, okay, there's the arm. There's that. All right, let me hurry up and finish it up here so I can leave. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So then I tell them, they're like, all right, what you got? And I'm like, for some reason, I forgot about the 4th guy. And when I said, they're like, all right, what you got? I'm like, I said all of them. They're like, who's going? Who's going? That was kind of, who's going? Like, who's going to go to jail? Who do we need to arrest? Who's going? I said, all of them. All of them.
Oh, no.
Well, again, like, what's it? All of them.
Stop, dude.
Because in my head, it was all of them.
Oh, no.
Traumatized, bro. Traumatized.
The 4th one is just taking a happy dump.
Taking a dump.
Oh, no,
So, of course, they walk in, man. We come in heavy. We're going to come in deep. And
No, dude.
no. They walked in. And
I'm in deep.
they walk in, and I stayed on the odds. No, I did. I walked in with them just in case for support.
Okay.
And, I think somebody handed it. Because I always have my gun on me.
Yeah.
They probably throw me some handcuffs or something just because, in case we needed more handcuffs.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and my team, they open all the doors and put your pants back on. So everybody's putting their pants back on, and they went from limp to limp biscuit to everybody just, and now everybody's under arrest. And the 4th dude, he's like, what did I do? And I'm like, and then I finally remembered, like, oh yeah, never mind, that guy didn't do nothing. He didn't let me in. He didn't want to open the door. He was legitimately there on some official business.
Still cleaning up.
Yeah, we're like, sorry, bro. Wrong place at the wrong time, homie. You be all right. So then he was all right. We let him go. And
He's got a story to tell when he gets back to
hell of a story. I wonder what his podcast is going to be about. Can you imagine his story, bro? Or can you imagine him hearing this and be like, I remember that? Yeah, so then, those guys get arrested. And you know what the crazy part to the story is, man?
Oh no, dude.
Here's the craziest part. The first question that would come out of these guys' mouth is, "Are you gonna tell my wife?" Yeah, that's what makes it. And you know, I think I felt like, you know, I know it seems like a weird type of investigation, but just being able to make these arrests and like bring in awareness to these people's wives, like if they're engaging in this type of activity and just taking diseases back to their significant other, that's sad, man.
Damn.
And when you talk about these types of this type of behavior, like these guys aren't doing anything safe. Everything is unprotected.
Yeah.
And you can only imagine what they're taking back to their wives or whatever, girlfriends or whatever. And that was always one of the main questions. Like, are you going to tell my wife, you know, what are you guys going to put on the arrest when they try looking it up or whatever? I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
bro, it is what it is. We put on there, you know, either public lewdness or indecent exposures. And that's for you to explain to your wife.
Golly, dude.
Yeah, so then I just named that story the Trifecta Effect. And I actually, during, you know, when I give presentations about, you know, my work as a detective undercover, this is one of the stories that I share, man, because I think it's important for the public to understand and to be aware of when walking into a bathroom, especially when it comes to kids, man. We've got to have a 360 alert, man, and realizing what can be out there and just knowing how to respond. If you see something like that, then hey, just a simple turn around and walk out.
That's crazy, dude. This is all day, every day, huh?
Bro,
this is happening
every day
as we speak.
Every day, yeah. Every day.
Jeez.
And it's just, you know, it's in parks. Parks are a big thing. There's where they'll meet up in parks and they'll either do it in a car or they'll walk into the wooded areas.
That makes sense, man. Sometimes I walk into a park and it smells like sperm. And I'm like, why does it smell like, you know what I'm saying, dude? It does not make any sense. I'm like, was I here? Why does it smell like bleach? I don't understand, dude. But anyways.
It's dirty, bro. Yeah, you see two dudes walking into the woods, man. Yeah. Yeah, I already know.
Goodness, God, dang it.
A couple of things too, man, just to watch out for, like people that are out there actually looking for this stuff. There's indicators that these guys will have or their own codes and signals where they'll jiggle the coins in their pocket, and like when you're at a urinal, that's you saying, "Hey, what's up?" Tapping, like if you're in a stall. In a bathroom, if you start tapping your foot, if there's somebody next to you in the other stall, that could be an indicator or a sign. These are codes that they use saying that, hey, I'm game. What's up with it? So just be careful with stuff like that. Just, hey, go handle your business and walk out without making any noises or these covert signals on accident.
Okay, I will remember that again.
Yeah.
No, I've sensed these.
Stuff that you won't even think about, man.
The hell?
Or you might do it on accident. Next thing you know, some dude's trying to walk into your stall.
You know, my last job for like 8 or 9 months, I was driving, and so, I mean, of course, my restrooms were gas stations.
Yeah,
and so
I bet you saw it all the time. You just didn't know.
I didn't know it.
You didn't recognize it.
I hear like, you know, a rabbit, you know, tapping on the floor.
Yeah.
Or I'd hear some change. I'm like, man, that dude's got a lot of change. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's interesting. you
got a quarter?
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's no video games. Like, you know, remember, like, there's no video games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Jiggling the coins.
Front of the store. Like, why do you got all these quarters for? Yeah, I never thought anything of. That's why I'm sitting here like, I remember some of this stuff.
That's what it is, man.
Awkwardness.
No, I'm not going to say every single time, but it's just, if it's something that you see here,
no, seriously though. Who would come in with a lot of pocket full of change and just wiggle that shit? Yeah, dude. That makes
these are signals that they have, man.
Tapping next to my ass, dude. You better stop tapping.
You know, one there was the SpongeBob. If you had a SpongeBob keychain, that was supposed to be an indicator. This is, you know, kind of like the upside down pineapple. You know what that means? Like if you go to the grocery store and you have a pineapple and you put it upside down in your cart.
I don't need to know what that means, but please explain.
I got to educate you, bro, just in case you accidentally do it, especially if you're with your wife. This means you're a swinger.
Okay.
Yes,
a swinger.
A swinger.
A swinger, like, you know, just between other wives and husbands.
Yeah. So that's one of those.
Pineapple.
Yeah, it's one of those hidden messages.
I have other friends that do that, and I'll be looking for a pineapple, not for, a gate to come in. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to look for that because I know. Like, hey, did you not know if you want to promote that, make sure you have an upside down pineapple.
Yeah, put your pineapple upside down.
It'll help your situation, not mine. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can be discreet about it.
Oh, my goodness, dude. This is crazy.
Hidden language, man. The hidden language of love.
That's not love.
That's not love. That's not love.
The hidden language
This
of
is
love.
straight up dirty.
Oh, my goodness, dude. That's, man.
Thanks for letting me share that story.
Sure. It's bringing awareness most definitely, man, to all different angles, on all different perspectives, too.
Yeah, bro. And I think people need to know this stuff.
Yeah, man. And especially with the other detectives out there that are getting on for the first time. And I got to do what?
Yep. Yeah, you're exactly right.
I didn't learn this in my training. I don't feel comfortable. Okay. How much am I getting paid to do this? Justify
exactly.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy, dude. So, fetishes, bro. I assume this is I'm assuming this is a big part of police work. A lot of all kinds of fetishes. I mean, it's just not just that. I bet you, right? I mean, it's different things out there.
Oh man, all kinds of stuff. I'm still trying to keep this rated PG. That's the only thing. That's my goal. That's my goal for today. Keep it rated PG.
You mean it's worse than this?
Oh, dude.
There's different levels to this? Like, for real, bro?
For sure, man. For sure. And it takes a lot of discipline, too. It takes discipline with an undercover cop, especially when it comes to these types of investigations.
Like, give me another one. Like,
did I ever tell you the Selena story?
But she's dead.
Bro, this is a totally different Selena story. Totally different. Let me share.
Please.
So once again, part of my job was to monitor websites and sites that promote prostitution. And one specific was, Craigslist. I think this one was actually Backpage. Backpage was actually out of Dallas.
Where's Craigslist from?
I don't remember where Craigslist was from, but Backpage was
from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, dude, it was like out of Dallas, like here, hometown.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So they were really good about giving you information and sharing information, and if you sent them any type of court order or subpoena or search warrant, they always gave you the information. But I think, back then when I was researching on their ads, the majority, I want to say it was like 70-80% of their money came in from prostitution ads. Yeah, it was a very, don't quote me on that, but it was a very high percentage on how this company was making money.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They were, this is where they were posting, and, they would charge a certain fee, and man, they were promoting prostitution like crazy.
Real quick off the side, but still kind of related. I know we've talked, we'll bring this up later in the future, but, regarding business, regarding advertising, marketing, and business growth, then you wonder, like, how some of these hotels are growing, booming, and it's because of the clients. Human trafficking, we had mentioned a little bit. So
yeah, for sure.
So Backpage, Craigslist, their business was booming because advertising of these prostitution.
That's
right?
all it is, man. It's just sex trafficking. Wow. At the end of the day, it's sex trafficking. These sex traffickers, these whatever you want to call them, pimps or whatever, these guys make more money than drug dealers. And we've talked about this, is that there's no need to re-up on product when your product is a human being. And you can resell over and over again. And it's sad. It's sad. And later on in my career is where I changed my methods of investigation, where it was going after these pimps and not just necessarily targeting who I would, title as a prostitute. And come to find out, there were some that were actual victims of sex trafficking.
Oh, golly. But
then again, there's some out there that are independent and doing this willingly. either to survive or that's just
they kind of enjoy it, I guess.
They either enjoy it or this is just their choice of what type of work they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh. And it brings me back to the Selena story, bro. The Selena story. You know, I always got a title for my stories, buddy. The Selena story.
So what's going on with the Selena story, man?
I don't think her name wasn't Selena. This was an ad that popped up on the internet. I can't remember. It was Backpage or Craigslist. But it was a famous porn star that was visiting the area.
A famous porn star.
And promoting their prostitution business. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I drew the short straw on this one. Once again, I'm always drawing the short straw, bro. Now, I was always down for going out and investigating the prostitution case, man. Like, no, hey, let's go. Mm-hmm. Put me in and I'll investigate. I can sit there and I can smack talk and do all that. And I knew the lingo. But this one was a little different, cheeks.
How so?
Just a little different, man.
Explain, por favor.
So this person was a legit porn star.
This is awesome, you know?
Yeah.
For those folks that, growing up and young kids and, like, oh, wow, look, seeing that for the first time. And, oh, how do you get into the business? And how do you get paid doing this, for those particular audiences.
Right. And it'd be kind of cool to say I met a porn star.
Yeah. They're making money. They're famous.
I know that guy.
They're acting.
I know this person. But this one was a tranny. Effective pause. That's what we call that in negotiator world. Effective pause. And you wait for the first dummy to respond. And of course, it's me. Yeah, bro. Yes, I said it. Tranny.
Okay. But how did you know?
Why am I stuttering? See, bro, like I get into and I start getting nervous while I'm telling the story.
It's
how did I know? It don't take much to figure that part out.
What do you call it? The candy apple in the throat? What do you call it?
Oh, bro.
Candy apple.
The candy apple. Yeah, somebody smart once told me if they got an apple, they got a banana.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah. You get it or no?
I mean, I get it.
The Adam's apple.
No, dude, I'm ready to move forward for this, dude. Like, no, man, come on, dude. So, all right.
I got to create the visual effect, man. You really do. For those that are still kind of in awe and like, oh, what do you mean? Yeah, so a famous porn star or a famous transsexual porn star was visiting and promoting this was before their and them and he and she, bro. Mm-hmm. Like there's no shame. Mm-hmm. This people a tranny will always freely express who they are. There is no hidden surprise. Mm-hmm. It's none of that because that's when, a person engaging in that can be hurt or harmed. Mm-hmm. So they will tell you from the very start, even the ads, that's how they advertise, that's how they promote. Mm-hmm. She-male, transsexual. Mm-hmm. And this person was visiting our city, so this is unacceptable, right? We have sex trafficking occurring in our city, and if we get a complaint, we have to investigate. Mm-hmm. And once again, I'm the dummy that has to investigate, mm-hmm. and that's where it started. Mm-hmm. So how these work is it's as simple as an ad being on the internet, promoting the business. There's all types of lingo when it comes to services that a prostitute offers. Everything from, and you'll see them, there's acronyms for everything. GFE, for example. GFE.
Okay.
Girlfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Roses.
That doesn't sound harmful.
Roses. 180 roses. 30 minutes. What are roses?
I mean, they're the rose,
Money.
flowers.
Money.
Oh,
Roses are money. There's just so much Greek.
well, that is, certain people, race.
It's a certain type of act, sex act. I can just keep going and going and going.
What are we talking about right
Yes,
now?
bro. They have their own lingo. It is their own lingo, and only people that engage in this type of activity know what these words mean. So that's how they promote their ads. Like I said before, there is no secrets about who this person is, and this is how they promote. And they will tell you, "Hey, I'm a tranny, 7-inch cut, 7-inch uncut, 6, whatever." They get very explicit.
This is the jackets or clothing.
Yeah, the jackets or whatever. No, it's not the jackets, Chico. No. My story's outside the box. Remember, we have no box. We have no box. No box. So very explicit.
What did I sign up for?
Yeah, bro, I'm still thinking, damn.
Wow, dude, this is
the
underground. What is it? Underworld? What do you call it?
It doesn't matter. Under whatever. Under whatever, bro. Just there's once again, man. Like there's nothing that can prepare you for this. They just literally just throw into the fire and just like expect you to figure it out and survive. And bro, I was in survival mode. Remember last time I think we talked about like the amygdala hijacks, and once you get into that fight, flight, or make friends, that was me literally on the daily or anytime we had any of these operations, man. Like, all right, what do I do? Am I gonna try to be friends with this person?
Dude.
Do I fight? Like, I have to be prepared to fight, or do I run out the door?
This is what happens when a detective gets signed up for this and then didn't realize what they signed up for. Do they go back to on the beat?
Yes, and that's happened, man. A really good friend of mine, he was a BSer. This boy could talk to anybody about anything until you put him in front of a hooker. Bro, he would freeze up. This is a guy that can walk in here and tell stories all day long and talk about anything and everything because he's just so knowledgeable. And so they thought he was going to be a really good undercover.
Yeah.
Horrible. He's my boy. He's my boy. But you put that boy in front of a hooker and he froze up. It's like he never talked to a girl in his life.
Wow.
Yeah. So it totally brings out a different element. And just because you think you're good at something, you don't know until you really get thrown into it. And then there's some dudes that are just too good for it. Yeah, either natural or you're like, dude, like, how are you able to get through this?
Oh no!
Not to. I'm not looking for clout or anything, but it was just like to me, it just felt natural. And inside, I was nervous as hell, bro.
Yeah,
like I was so scared on the inside, but for some reason, on how I was able to respond to it and show others or show that person. I never got that feeling where they were like, oh, what's wrong with this guy? Or he's a cop or undercover or whatever. I was just...
You got a talent, bro. There's a skill,
scary,
dude.
But it's scary, man.
Yeah, it is.
Scary.
I mean, I do have a story, but I could either share it now or I could share it after. So I'll leave it up to you.
Is it a Selena story?
She didn't look like Selena.
Was it a he-she? Bro, if you have a he-she story, bro, like, you better just... I don't know. You better think twice.
Do you remember?
I have an excuse. I was undercover.
So remember Abrams in 360?
Yeah.
All those strip joints?
Yes.
Do you remember the names of them? Like there was like a pig, swine, swig, something swim bodies, something.
Okay. I don't remember the names.
And then there's another joint. They're not there, I don't think, anymore. Oh, but you know what? I think they're still there. But anyways.
Is that the one where where I went to go check books?
I wonder.
I probably wanted to go check some books over there.
And do you remember I was in a band?
Yes.
And we rented this office, and after hours we get a chance to, everybody's already out, gone, and we play in this garage, right?
I remember.
This office. So it was enough we can put all our equipment in. So we would jam the hell out of it. We're freaking loud. And again, we're off of Abrams, and down that street It's all kinds of stuff going on, including, hookers walking down the street. I never thought anything of it until I think maybe we were there for about 3 years, but around maybe a little after a year, there was this one lady. I didn't think anything of it because you see people walking around, I saw this one lady. I'm going to be honest with you. She looked good, around 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
You can't really tell, but she looked good. And I go in, I talk to the guys. I'm like, hey, there's this chick walking out, walking down the street, man. I don't know what she's looking for. They knew, but they didn't tell me. I was just busy getting the band ready. And it was around during the summer, so we would leave the garage maybe a foot open so it could breathe. And so we'd practice, and then all of a sudden,
oh, damn.
And we just stopped.
Okay.
And it's one of those where if somebody knocks on your door, you're not expecting company.
Right.
It's scary. Hey, you could have texted. You could have
Yeah. And this is
called.
late at night.
Yeah. Again, this is in 2001, I think. And late at night, I think this is around maybe 11, 12 o'clock at night. She bangs on the garage door, and this is in the business industrial area. So we're scared, who the hell? All of a sudden she goes, hello? I know y'all in there.
Oh, damn.
Hello? And then the guy's looking at me and who the hell? And so I'm like, guys, it's that girl. It's that girl. And then one of the guys, he didn't care, man. He loves all walks of life.
Yeah.
He goes, who is that? And then he's telling me, Chico let her in. I'm like, hell no. He's just like that. Just free spirited.
And he had an extra 20 in his pocket.
I think he did.
Damn, he was thinking ahead.
And then, oh my God. Thinking ahead. So we said, hey, come around front. And because we didn't trust her, we didn't know if somebody was behind her. We didn't know if they were going to, do rob us or whatever. She comes around the front to the main office. And she tells us, hey, I need some help. My car broke down. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. It's maybe it's not the one.
The famous introduction.
And so we're like, okay, well, yeah. And we're kind of looking her up and down. And the guys are like, no, this is not what this is. And I said, well, where's your car at? It's just right over here. I was like, okay, well, my car's broke down, but can you take me to the hotel? My hotel's just right over there. And I didn't know exactly which one this was. So we were thinking, it's just right down the road. And so I said, well, show me where your car is. Is it this flat tire? What's going on? Yeah, it's got 2 flat tires. I'm like, 2? I'm thinking we can just help her with one. And she goes, it's just around the corner. I'm like, okay. So we get in the car and then we drive to her car. All 4 tires are gone.
Damn. No tires at all.
No tires. Really, what she has done is used the car as an excuse to get our attention. This car had been there, sitting on no tires for maybe several months. As soon as we saw the car, we're like, wait, this is your car? But wait, your car just broke down? Something's off. So then I said, well, okay, well, damn, your car, you got it. I remember the other guy goes, shit, you got no tires. What are you going to do? And it's like, well, can y'all just take me to my hotel? I just need a ride. I was like, well, where's your hotel? She points, and it's just right down the street. It's the only hotel there next to the businesses that we were there renting. We go there, and it's like, all right, well, sorry about everything. She goes, well, hey, give me a minute. I'd like to give y'all some money. I'm sorry for troubling y'all. I'll be right back. As she goes up the stairs into the double doors of the hotel, she's kind of kind of spazzing out a little bit, not knowing what to do. And we're just kind of like, well, is she coming back? Here she comes back. And she goes, hey, y'all can come up with me if you want. I have the money up there. And here, come on, I'm in room 218.
Damn, you didn't remember the room number.
I do.
That's crazy.
So the guys go, they said, sure, let's go ahead and park. And she goes, okay, great, I'll see y'all up there. She goes up there, and all of a sudden I see an extra jiggle in her walk.
An extra jiggle.
Yeah, it's when they're trying, it's the mating walk, I call it. Yeah. And I turned to the guys. I'm like, please. You know what's about to happen. She goes, y'all want to play with this or not? I'm like, no, I do not. No, that shit's so dirty. No, and then you could smell a little bit of something in the air.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, I'm just down. I'm just down for whatever. I'm like, you would be down, god dang it. So it's like, let's go. We still got practice to do. Let's just not. So yeah, it was just a weird off, kind of deal, but nothing compared to what you're about to share.
And that's crazy, man. This is how they operate. Like this is their money maker. Their bodies are their money maker.
Yeah.
And like anything else, they'll just try to. Man, you almost got trapped, Chico. Might have been a trap, man.
If I was by myself and 18 years old, I go, okay, room 218. I'll be on my way.
Bro, that's nasty though, man. You gotta think too, like, oh, it's just dirty, dirty line of business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So monitoring the internet, see this ad, famous, whatever, porn tranny star. Had to make the call, man, because this is unacceptable in our city, and it's prohibited business occurring here right under our noses.
Porn star,
transsexual. Now, in my story, I may say he or she. It gets very confusing, man. But I'll try not to confuse you or the listeners out there. It's a he.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, while looking at the pictures, it looks like a she.
Mm-hmm.
But evidence shows that it's a he.
Okay, got a kickstand.
Definitely has a kickstand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So then I make the phone call. And typically how these work, you make a phone call, they will tell you, okay, I'm at this hotel. What are you looking for? Did you read my ad? Yeah, blah, blah. Are you a cop? No, I'm not a cop. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on. They won't ever tell you exactly where they're located. Mm-hmm. Because this is their business. They know that they're engaging in illegal activity. So they have to be able to protect themselves as well.
Wow.
So then she gives a freaking apartment. What? Yeah, bro. Like
she ain't afraid. He,
she wasn't afraid. She gave an apartment, like her residence, where she's staying or whoever she's staying with. And I was like, damn. And those were always a little bit more scarier because you're going into somebody else's house,
property,
right?
Yeah.
Property. This isn't a hotel room where you can kind of control the environment and know exactly, this is one room or it's got 2 beds. You kind of have an idea of what you're walking into. But when you're walking into a residence, you just never know. And there could be other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then, of course, I give everybody the updates, and I'm like, all right, here's the op. Here's the picture of the person, and we had the old school sergeant. And he's like, oh, you're doing a tranny. Like, hey, quit laughing at me.
That's not funny.
I know. What do you, Sarge? It's not funny. You're doing a tranny. She's kind of hot. Yeah,
my goodness. He's just trying to make a happy moment out of a crazy moment.
Yeah, exactly. And you called a tranny hot. Yeah. Joke's on you, buddy. The thing too was, so my partner, I talked about Rick earlier. When it came to Rick, like Rick had no limits. Rick was the one that taught me about, like, we ain't got no box. Think outside the lines. We ain't got no lines. Like that was Rick, bro. Jeez. Like Rick was fearless. Rick, he didn't care. He was down for anything, and he would just straight up tell you, "Oh yeah, that's a good one. She's pretty hot. Yeah." Can't wait to see that in person. Like, bro, you are disturbed in your head. Like, you're disturbed. You have issues. Love that dude, man.
Wow.
I love that dude. Anyway, so he's the one that encouraged me to pursue with the investigation. And I did. Made the phone call. Figured out that the he-she was in an apartment complex not far from where we were stationed. Mm-hmm. And didn't actually provide the address or the actual apartment. Just gave the name of the apartment complex. And the he-she said, when you get here, call me back, and then I'll direct you over to where I am. And they're doing this just to protect themselves again. And I'm sure, and we've caught them plenty of times too, where they'll have lookouts on the outside, they know exactly what cars are pulling in. They can kind of figure out if this is some type of undercover operation. So that's what I felt that the he-she was doing. It gives me the apartment complex, and of course we're set up. And on these types of operations, I was equipped with a recording device and a monitoring device that is able to transmit to my team so they can hear everything that's going on, and they know when it's time for them to come in and for the rescue or for the arrest. So I get there, and a lot of these types of investigations, it's constant communication with your team, either by your radio or by telephone or cell phone. All right, man, I'm pulling into the complex. Okay, let me make a phone call. I'll be off the radios for a second. You make the phone call. Hey, I'm in the parking lot. Okay, go to building whatever. Okay, and then you go to that building. Let me know when you get to the building. All right, I get off the phone, contact my team. All right, hey, it's in building 1. Hasn't given me the apartment yet. I'll keep you guys updated.
Wow.
And you have to let them get in position. Where they're near enough or they're close enough to be able to capture that transmission over your body mic. And then it takes another phone call, and then you call a third time. All right, I'm in apartment number 123. Okay, hey, I'm walking up. I'll be there in a second. Let me get some stuff. And then, you relaying that information back to your team. All right, you guys still got me? You got me on a monitor. Can you hear me? Yeah, you're good. Okay, did you guys hear? Yeah, you're going to room 123. Cool. So now everything perfect, right? You would think.
Okay.
But you have to prepare for worst case scenario, right? Or what if you lose the body mic or this and this and that?
Yeah.
Then we have to have a way to communicate. And usually if we had an event like there is something like that happened, then you would either get a phone call from, the team, and you would leave like a hot mic is what we called it, or leave your phone on where they can still hear you. So luckily that didn't happen on this incident. So then I meet the Hishi. I've seen a picture. I'm not gonna lie. It was not a bad transition.
Okay.
Got to give it up to the dude. Like hella work, spent hella money. It was a Latino, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, a long black hair. Kind of reminded me of Selena.
Okay.
But that's not why I call this the Selena story. That's not why it's titled the Selena story.
Why? Can I ask that now, or are you going to tell me later?
I'll get into it, man. I don't want to ruin the ending. Don't want to ruin the ending.
Golly, man.
So I walk in, and there is absolutely no talk about business. Now, what I mean by that is most times when you walk into these types of investigations, the business talk is immediately, all right, okay, you got the money, all right, 100, what are you looking for? I'm looking for this, all right, this is the dollar amount they give you. There was absolutely no business talk, which kind of scared me because I tried to get into the business because I want in and out. I want to be able to negotiate the price or give you the price. You tell me what sex acts are going to be completed or vice versa. And then once that agreement is made, the case is made, meaning that I can now give my takedown team the code word to come in and make the arrest.
Okay, I see.
Done.
Makes sense.
There is no need to, you don't need some type of overt act other than the agreement, meaning that I don't need them to perform anything. I don't need them to get naked. I don't need any of that. If they agree to a certain sex act for money, the case is made. And that's how the law is written.
I see.
The he-she wants to have absolutely no talk about what they do.
Wow.
Sexually for money. So then I catch myself having a pretty much normal conversation with this person.
Okay.
And you got to think, like, this is a person. This, just because they are in the sex business, in the sex industry, they're still a person. They still have feelings. They still have a background.
First thing comes to mind, they're playing the game.
Could be. Either that or I was just so GQ that she felt so comfortable with me telling me her whole story.
Oh.
So she started telling me her story. She loves Selena. And then I play into it. Like anything else, I start, Selena? You like Selena? Oh, I love Selena. I'm like, you kind of look like Selena. And that was just me just trying to build a rapport. I'm trying to get to the business, man. And she's not getting to it. And then she's like, and she was a singer. And I was like, you're a singer? She's like, I'm a singer.
Okay.
Next thing you know, the girl there I go calling her a girl. Oh, bro, start singing to me.
was she at least decent singer?
Beautiful.
Okay. Wow.
Beautiful voice.
Okay. She has a plan B.
Bro, till this day, when I hear Como la Flor by Selena,
Okay.
bro,
Wait.
flashbacks. Even with the new song, Como la Flor by Natasha, Nadi Natasha. It's a new song by that Player Skills just put out, man.
Okay.
I heard that song when it first came out. I was like, flashbacks. Bro, this tranny sang this Como la Flor. Amazing, bro. Like, yeah.
It was good.
It was really good.
Surprising.
Impressed.
Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's a human being. This is a person. They probably took singing lessons before they decided a new porn career, porn career. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, it's still a dude with a female voice. Like, he had trained his voice. Just musically talented where he had trained his voice to sound like Selena. And I don't know. I think Selena was maybe like she wasn't an alto or anything, but she was at that mid-level type range.
Yeah.
And he had trained his voice to sound just like Selena.
He needs to move his plan B to plan A.
Bro, go back to plan A.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, and the crazy part about this, and think to your takedown team. Imagine you being a takedown team. And you're hearing me BS this person, and you thinking like, all right, bro, we've been here 20 minutes. Joe's still talking smack.
Yeah.
And then they start hearing Selena over the body mic. Como la flor, tanto amor, me diste tú. I remember Rick sending me text messages like, bro, what are you doing? Because I was, periodically checking my messages to make sure that they still had me on the bike. And he's like, bro, Sergeant's getting mad. Why is she singing to you? What is she singing?
Are you serious?
And I can't cut her off, bro. Like I gotta impress, right? Because beautiful song, love Selena, bro.
Singing good.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then, kind of have to snap back into like, I'm here for strictly business.
Work to
like,
do. Yeah.
And then, Rick sending me these messages, and I'm like, all right, beautiful, love it, man. You sound just like Selena. I said, but damn, girl, that song right there just made me hot. So I got to play into it, bro. Hey,
switch it up.
Role playing, bro. I'm always role playing.
You got work to do.
I got work. I'm here strictly business, girl. Hey, love it. Hey, but I gotta go. Like, what's up with it? And so ended up making the deal, right? And once I make the deal, boom, my team came in, made the arrest. And sometimes it was like she gave me that look, like, I can't believe you just did this to me. I called you puppy. Yeah, bro. Like, I sang Selena to you, and like, yeah.
But I sang Selena to you.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
Papi,
no. Yeah. At the end of the day, you was trying to send me some chorizo, and that's not my thing, girl. That's not, you can sing like Selena all day long, but I ain't to the chorizo, bro. Not at all.
You weren't the chorizo. They were gonna sell you chorizo.
Yeah, man. What's gonna happen? Strictly business. Man, you know what's crazy about these types of investigations too? Like, and it's us as law enforcement being able to cope with this, right? Because this isn't normal behavior. Like, this isn't what a person is really supposed to be experiencing in life.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we found ways to make have fun with it.
Yeah. Wait.
So how'd you make fun of this?
Wait, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah. So.
How do you turn this into a
officer? We'll call him Officer Oscar, man. GQ, old school dude. He's been a cop for like 30 plus years.
Okay.
He thought he was a Casanova, man.
Okay.
And,
all right.
And so when we would make an arrest, we weren't allowed to transport. We talked about this last time. So we called for a patrol element to come and transport the prisoner to the jail.
Yeah.
And so then I came up with something. I'm like, hey, man, when Oscar shows up, because Oscar thinks he's so cool, man. He's that dude. He thinks he's so cool, and he can pull all the women, and everybody loves. Oh, Oscar, we love Oscar. I'm like, man, we're about to get Oscar. I'm going to get Oscar.
Okay.
Hey, when Oscar gets here, don't tell him that it's a dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we about to pull a quick one on Oscar, bro. He thinks, and Oscar used to be undercover before he went back to patrol. He did some time undercover, and then he went back to patrol before he retired.
So he's got some experience.
And you would think, like, he's been around this situation before. But let's see if he still got it.
Oh, no.
And so, honestly, like, when I came up with this plan, like, I figured Oscar was going to walk in and be like, pinche Joe. It's a dude. You know, that's how I was prepared for, right? And everybody laughed. Right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Stop.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oscar got there. Oscar's like,
Did you fall in love?
Mija, ¿por qué andas en estas cosas? Like, girl, why are you doing this stuff? Eres tan bonita. You're so pretty.
Aww.
And remember, like, the she had a girl voice. Like, there's...
You couldn't tell.
Yeah, bro, you can't tell. Just, visually.
Did she start singing Selena or what?
Nah, man, we're gonna let it get that far because she was still mad. She was mad, and so like, all right, and so Oscar isn't recognizing that it's a dude. So then we're all looking at each other like,
I'm
like, fuck it, just keep going with it. Don't tell Oscar. Oscar thinks he's cool. He's that guy, right? You're like, man, I'm gonna get this dude. This dude walks around like he's all hot shit all day long.
He's the shit.
We're about to get this dude. So then he arrests the he-she and puts him in the back of the police car. And so I still have to go I'm the one responsible for doing the paperwork. So I follow him out to the police station. And I'm like, all right, by the time he gets out of the police car, he's going to already know it's a dude and he's going to be mad at me. And pinche yo. And so I get all the way to the police station. He gets the he-she out of the car and they are still talking, bro. Like he is still counseling her. He's still trying to turn her life around. I can change you.
I can change
I
you.
can change. He said change. I can change you, Mija.
I can change. I believe in you.
Yeah. You're so pretty. You look like Selena.
You're so pretty.
We love Selena's. The bumper came from Selena's car. Yeah, bro. So then I'm like, damn, I wasn't planning for it to go this long. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep rolling with it.
Poor Oscar.
So then they're booking the he-she in, right? So when you get arrested, you go through like another process where they book you in, where you meet a detention officer, and they're asking.
By this point, Oscar should be gone.
And bro, Oscar should have been gone. Oscar's only job was to transport, drop off, and then leave. Nah, Oscar volunteered to help throughout the booking process, bro. Like, I think Oscar literally thought that he was going to get the help to search and strip search. Like, the dude, yeah, seriously, I bet that's what he was planning. And he was towards the end of his career. Like, he didn't care. Like, what are they going to do to him? So, bro, so they get into where they're asking personal questions, right? For the arrest.
He's there listening or what?
He's there. He's in the same room. We're in the same room. So it's me, the he-she, Oscar, and then the detention officer. All right, so
I'm only laughing because it's him. He's the butt end of this joke. You know?
Yeah. So Oscar's still there. Oscar could have left. He could have been back out on patrol, stopping cars or answering calls already. But Oscar decided he was going to stay there because he was still, Dr. Felipe and wanted to be coach or counseling the he-she. So, bro, so I'm like, this is where he finds out. Oh, no. Like, what do I do? Do I keep myself inside this enclosed area or do I go ahead and remove myself when he finds out? Because this is where he finds out.
You want to watch.
Yeah, so then I'm like, I tell the detention, hey man, can you go and pop the door? I'm going to go ahead and wait outside. Let me get started on some paperwork. So they have to, there's like a central control that has to open the door. So they open the door and I walk out and I'm like, okay, I've removed myself. But it's still coming. It's coming. He's going to find out like right now. All right, what's your name? I write the name. And even in the detention officer, bro, like detention officers are typically they're younger. Even the detention officer realized, like, hold on, your name is Jaime or Jamie? No, Jaime. Or Jaime or no, it's
wait,
Jamie, Jaime, whatever. So we can kind of go both ways. And he was like, this is the detention officer asking. Okay, where are you born? Okay, you're not U.S. citizen? Yes. Where are you from? Okay, whatever city they were from. Hispanic? Hispanic. Male or female? Well, on my license is female, but I was born a male. Pinche Joe! And thank God I removed myself from that room, and it's like, bulletproof glass, bro. I'm on the outside, and I'm like,
You see it?
got you. Got him. Bro, he got so mad at me.
You removed yourself, but there's a big window. You can see.
Yeah, it's like bulletproof. Like you can't get in there, and it's only central control can open the door. But I can see inside.
You didn't remove yourself. You can still, both of y'all can see each other.
And he's looking at me, and I could hear him, and he said, "Pinche Joe." And I was like, "Yep," and I ran out. I ran out because I knew it was only a matter of time for central control was going to open that door. He's going to take off trying to get me. And bro, so that's my Selena story, man. Como la flor.
Pobrecita Selena. Y también Oscar. Poor Oscar.
Yeah, but man, we try to have fun with this stuff, man. But when it was time to get serious, bro, we got serious.
Yeah. Golly, dude. Well, I don't know if I should feel bad for Oscar when karma,
Nah, bro, hell of a story, man. I mean, without that, I wouldn't have this story.
You think I'll ever meet Oscar one day?
Oh, bro, I'll introduce you to Oscar, man. He's the boy of the trip. And when you see him, you're going to be like, yeah.
Selena.
Yeah, I'm going to say Selena.
No, I don't even. I hate to be like those folks where you think you know somebody and they don't know you. You have to earn the respect. And then I just shake his hand. And I look him in his eyes. Selena. Oh, my goodness, dude.
Trip, man.
So, I know we've been talking about a lot of, well, not a lot, but we try to make a joke or light of things of the most serious stuff I heard. Because yes. You were scared, dude, and especially starting off and things like that. And when I say scared, what about? Was there some scary stuff, dude?
Scary, man. Yeah, absolutely. There was some scary stuff, man. I can think back to. So I think I told you this last time we spoke. Is I was the only Spanish speaker in my unit for many, many years.
No shit.
So, yeah, dude. What? I was the only one that spoke Spanish, man. Probably the entire time I was there.
What?
Yeah, bro. I got taken advantage of, man. Bro. But man, I was young and I loved it. And so most people that go undercover either have to do vice or narcotics. Bro, I got really, really lucky because I spoke Spanish and I got to do both.
Yeah.
I did both, trafficking investigations, and one day I'll turn around and do a drug trafficking investigation just because I spoke Spanish, man. And I loved undercover work. Mm-hmm. And probably, I do have some scary stories when it comes to vice work, but my scariest story is when I was working on a narcotics investigation, a drug investigation that involved a dirty cop.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.